What is an assignment? To understand assignments, we need to first understand how the pre-construction process works. The first phase is the pre-construction phase. This is when the sales of the pre-construction project start. At this point, you're buying a unit that does not exist yet, strictly based on the floor plans and renderings provided by the developer. To purchase a unit, a buyer typically pays around 20% over the next 2 years as a deposit to the developer. At this point, you're buying a condo that's to be completed 3 to 4 years later. The second phase, construction. The developer typically starts construction when approximately 70% of the units have been sold. Fast forward 3 to 4 years later and we're at our third phase, occupancy. This is when the units are ready to be moved in and the developer hands you the keys. Typically, occupancy starts from the bottom up. So the first couple of floors are the first ones to get their keys, whereas the top ones are the last. And at this point, you don't actually legally own the unit yet. The developer is just allowing you to take possession of the unit that you have bought. For this period, you're paying interim rent, ghost rent, which is a portion of your maintenance fees, a portion of the property taxes, and a portion of the interest that's due on the balance. You pay this interim rent until the building is registered, which brings us to our final stage, registration. There's a couple of things that need to happen for the condo to get registered. First, it needs to get approved by the municipal council, then the regional planning department, and finally to the Minister of Consumer and Commercial Affairs. And the purpose of this is to verify that the building upholds everything stipulated in the draft plan and the condo declaration to the city. This is when the developer transfers title to the purchaser's name. You now legally own the unit. This is also when your mortgage kicks in and you pay land transfer tax, which means you've only paid around 20% this entire time until the building registers, and that's when your mortgage kicks in. So now we get to the assignment part. So what is an assignment? An assignment is when the original purchaser who bought from the floor plan wants to sell their unit before registration. Because the building has not registered yet, legally it's not a unit. So what you're doing as the buyer of an assignment is actually purchasing the original purchase of agreement and sale between the original purchaser and the developer. So you're buying that piece of paper. So the assignor, which is the original purchaser, and the assignee, which is the person who's going to buy the original contract, come into an agreement. And there's a couple of things that are different from a regular sale in this case. To buy an assignment, you're gonna have to match the original purchaser's deposit plus the profit that they're trying to make. As an example, if someone bought a unit 4 years ago for $400,000, they paid 20%, which is $100,000. And now, closer to completion, they're trying to sell the unit for $500,000. To buy this assignment, you would need to match their original deposit of $100,000 plus pay the extra $100,000 that they're trying to make in profit, resulting in you needing an upfront cash payment of $200,000. The builder also has to approve this assignment. Once this is all done, you now own the contract, and upon registration, the developer will transfer the title to your name. There's a lot more to assignments, but this covers it for this video. I hope you learned something and enjoyed the video.